Modular production is real. Hi, I am Bernhard from COPA-DATA and we are here at Achema 2024. Actually, we do have a modular plant at our booth and are orchestrating live modular equipment. But now let me take you on a modular production tour to show you some real examples and how it works. Hi Lauritz, good to see you. Can you introduce yourself a little bit?
My name is Lauritz Beckhoff. I'm responsible at Beckhoff for the implementation of the MTP standard and other process industry related software topics.
So MTP, what does it mean and what is it used for?
MTP stands for Module Type Package, and as the name indicates, it's basically a package that describes a specific process module and really describes all information that are necessary to integrate it into a top-level control system.
Why are you here at the COPA-DATA booth?
I'm here at the COPA-DATA booth because we now have a few years of history already. So at Beckhoff we started at around 2019 to implement the MTP standard with its current form. And before that, we of course were part of the working group already. And when we started that, I tried to contact some POL vendors for interoperability testing. So I went on your website to fill out the contact form and you quickly responded as one of the first. And that's how our history started basically. You can also see here on this presenter or demonstrator for MTP, we have a Beckhoff side with a module and on the back side actually the Xenon pole. There you can see really nicely how interoperable it is and how it works together. So this is why we are here also to demonstrate that.
Where do you use currently MTP? Is there any real projects out there?
So we already have a real project also published in a reference. So we created a nice video at the customer place. You can see it on our website if you just go there on our MTP highlight page. Besides that, we also have a lot of partnering project between universities and industry companies. And now that the standard is mostly finished, they are just waiting to change that and convert that into also real industrial applications.
So what pole system, what process orchestration layer system you did use for this project?
At the first project, again, also we used the COPA-DATA orchestration layer. So as we have proven that before, that works very nice. We were also in that project. There was no problem at all to just integrate these modules into your POL and then orchestrate it as a recipe.
To summarize it, why is the modular production, the modular automation a key topic for you?
Yeah, I think this standardization also for the modular process plants is very important to get the end users and module manufacturers out of certain vendor locks so that they can really choose themselves what systems they are most comfortable with, which systems they can best program in and what systems also support them the best. So you can design your MTP module independent of the top-level control system like the POL or any SCADA or DCS. Just develop it with the technology you like to use, but then you don't have any problems with integrating it into MTP-compliant orchestration layers.
Lauritz, thank you very much for this interview. Hi Stefan, good to have you here. So please can you introduce your company a little bit?
Modular is a company located in Radebeul. And we are focusing completely on modular automation and the MTP. And Modular itself stands for Semantic Modeling and Automation, and this is our focus.
So what is MTP? What is it used for?
Yeah, MTP is a technology which provides a vendor-independent description of modules or process equipment assembly, how you call it, and it solves the interoperability issues.
Why are you here at the COPA-DATA booth?
Yeah, we are here showing, on the one hand, our MTP platform where we bring all stakeholders together, and on the other side, we are presenting here the seamless integration into your COPA-DATA system for the exchange of modules.
So MTP, everybody is speaking about it. Is there real projects? Are there any real projects you're working on?
Yeah, we are doing a lot of projects in different domains, so from pharma to food and beverage, and the integrated engineering using MTP is a big topic there.
Okay, so in the end, what does the modular production mean for you?
I would say the main goal is to bring connectivity into the plants, to solve the interoperability issues and to go over some borders between the different vendors.
Thank you, Stefan, for this interview. Now follow me to the next booth. Hi Josef, nice to meet you. Can you introduce yourself a little bit?
Yes, for sure. Welcome to Memo3. Memo3 is a Swiss-based company, very innovative. We are active in the consulting, process engineering, and in the IoT space.
So what is MTP? What does it stand for?
So MTP means for us a modular type of production, which starts already in the engineering phase. So there we define all the services and the needs. And then for sure it helps us to integrate it in the process orchestration layer.
Why are you here at the COPA-DATA booth?
So we are here because COPA-DATA provides us the perfect platform. So we're using the soft PLC as well the DCS library to have a good integration for our automation system.
Where is MTP currently used? Are there any specific projects?
Yes, as you see here, we use it for our OEM equipment. It's the perfect fit so that we can integrate it as a printer driver. And on the other hand, we have some customers in the life science industry where we use the COPA-DATA software.
So to summarize this topic, Josef, why is modular production important for you?
Modular production for us is important to have efficient engineering, to have a seamless and good integration during the automation, as well bringing the advantage for our end customers means less effort for qualification, validation, and also some cost savings, which is important too.
That's fantastic. Thank you very much, Josef, for this interview. Now let's follow me to the next booth. Hi Wilfried, good to see you, good to have you here. Please can you introduce yourself a little bit?
Hello Bernhard. My name is Wilfried Grote and I'm working for Phoenix Contact. I'm really happy to be here and we can present our peer solution here at your booth.
So what is MTP? What does MTP stand for? Where is it used?
MTP stands for Module Type Package. And this MTP we can use, of course, for more flexibility in the pharma industry and especially also in the fine chemical industry.
Why are you here at the COPA-DATA booth?
Here at the COPA-DATA booth, we have the opportunity to test and integrate with your POL system. This is very important for the future, that we can bring all these things in real life and real projects.
Okay, you mentioned it, real projects. So where do you use MTP? Are there any real projects?
More and more we see now the demand from end users. That is new. In the past, so we struggled a little bit, and now we see there is really a demand from the end user that they want to have this feature MTP. Why? Of course, of flexibility. And we can offer that with our controller system. It is open and secure. So also this fits very well in this system.
To summarize it, why is the modular automation a key topic for you?
Yeah, modular automation is really a game changer for the future, especially of course for the pharma and the fine chemical industry, because we need more flexibility, we need more efficiency in the engineering time. And this MTP standard gives us the opportunity for that.
Thank you very much for this interview, Wilfried. And now let's go to the next booth. Hi Valentin, good to see you. Please can you introduce yourself a little bit?
My name is Valentin Buljak. I'm working at Festo as a concept engineer in the process industry department of Festo. And we are here at the COPA-DATA booth with one of our exhibition displays to show just a little what Festo is doing, what kind of products we have in our portfolio, starting with the field devices and up to the PLCs.
So MTP, what does it stand for? What is it used for?
MTP, this is something that is mainly used for the end customer. So it's actually a common language that different systems are able to talk, to be able to interchange information faster than it was usually the case in the past, where we have to do a lot of hand work.
Why are you here at the COPA-DATA booth?
We know COPA-DATA from the MTP working groups, and we noticed that COPA-DATA is quite a flexible company and agile company. So I think in the last couple of years, it's one of the companies working in this area which developed most and which has a pretty good working system. And this is why we would like to engage in such a cooperation with you. We are developing hardware, you are developing the software. We have, of course, software, but not in the range that you are able to provide.
where do you use currently MTP? Are there any projects you're doing at the moment?
We are actually working on a couple of projects, but mainly pilot projects. So these are not yet plant-wide projects. I hope this will come in the future. It's up to the end customers. So mainly pilot projecting right now.
So to summarize this topic, why is the modular production, modular automation a key topic for you?
You see, we have all this equipment and we have the PLCs, as I told you. Not many customers know that we have PLCs. And having such a system, having such a platform, you can actually do the whole programming, the whole environment for such a unit as you see here. You don't need anything else. So that's pretty everything you need. The hardware, where the software comes from, that's a different topic.
Thank you, Valentin, for this interview. Hi Cyril, nice to meet you. So please can you introduce yourself a little bit?
With pleasure. So I'm Cyril Mack. I'm head of product management for process automation at Sartorius. Sartorius is basically a solution provider for biopharma industry, a key one who aims to be a one-stop floor shop for biopharma, providing anything from equipment, consumable, and services for biopharma industry.
So MTP, what does it stand for? What is it used for?
So MTP is a modular type package. From all standpoint, we are delivering unit equipment, as you can see here. So the key aspect for us is as we deliver equipment, we know from our customer that integration is a key topic, is a key hurdles. So we believe that MTP will drastically reduce the integration effort of units to control system in the field, enabling more flexible production and simply more production.
So why are you here at the COPA-DATA booth?
So we're here because we were invited and we really appreciate the effort from COPA-DATA to gather many suppliers to prove that MTP is real. And we are here to demonstrate that it exists. We have an actual demonstration of a real bioreactor, the STR here, connected to Xenon supervisory system just next here with an actual control. You can control phase, monitor process value, and it was all done thanks to MTP.
That's interesting. So when do you plan to implement MTP for your equipment?
That's the most important question, actually. So we are implementing MTP right now. We are having an actual project with a co-development partnership program with Boehringer Ingelheim. So we are implementing a bioreactor with them currently, and we aim to start rolling out MTP with our standard portfolio starting 2025. It will be done in a stepwise approach. And our vision is that simply MTP will be part of the standard approach, that you will just have to check the box and get MTP with our equipment.
That's interesting. So when do you plan to implement MTP for your equipment?
Well, modular production is critical for our customer. We know that our customer aim to do more with their current asset, with their equipment. They need to use more and more of their equipment to produce different type of molecules. So that is critical for them. And from an equipment perspective, we are ready for that. Our equipment can support modular production when you can change the configuration. But the hurdle, as I mentioned, is the integration. If you can change the configuration from the equipment level, you also need to enable flexible integration. And this is what MTP will enable.
Thank you for the interview, Cyril.
Thanks a lot.
Hi Giuseppe, nice meeting
Bernard.
you. Please can you introduce yourself a little bit?
Yeah, my name is Giuseppe and I'm Director of Life Sciences and Process Automation at COPA-DATA headquarters in Salzburg.
So MTP, what does it mean and what does it stand for?
Yeah, MTP stands for Module Type Package, and essentially it is a vendor-independent description of process module. And I would say it is exactly the basis for implementing a plug-and-produce approach for modular process automation.
What are you showing here on this booth and why are you showing this on the COPA-DATA booth?
Yeah, here we have a special use case for MTP. In that case, we are integrating instruments and not production module. This is the main difference. instruments, in this case from a company that's called Metre Toledo.
How did you get this equipment ready for MTP?
Good point. Metre Toledo, of course, is a global provider of instruments for laboratories and also for production. And at the moment, those instruments are not MTP ready. So you cannot directly connect and plug as an MTP device. In order to enable those devices to be MTP ready, we use our famous MTP gateway. It's a tool, it's a software application where you can, in one side, connect the instrument, and in the other side, speaks the language of the MTP.
So what detailed use case are you showing here with this device?
We are showing an example of in-process control. So this is a typical application, a typical, let me say, activities you have to do during the production. So during the production, you have to take some sample and you need to measure the characteristic. It can be a weight, it can be a pH or other information. So we leverage the MTP integration exactly for creating a recipe in process control. And in this recipe, we combine communication with the devices in one side, communication with the operator in the other side, and finally phases for storing values in our audit trail or maybe in an MES. Very, very interesting application.
To summarize the topic, so modular production, modular automation, why is this a key topic for you?
Yeah, it's important for me because it is definitely the possibility to connect different devices from different vendors in a single orchestration platform. You can definitely open the world, open the door of the process automation.
Giuseppe, thank you very much for your interview. I hope you enjoyed the modular production tour. We have seen different nice examples how easy you can integrate equipment of different vendors. So plug and produce is already possible today. If you got interested, get in touch with us now. Thanks for watching.